Hey guys, good morning. So it's currently 10:20 a.m. and I am downtown bright and early on a Saturday getting my nails done today. I'm so happy, guys. I don't even want to show you, like, my nails are so uneven and my cuticles, and actually my cuticles aren't that bad to be honest, but like my nails are just not cute. I'm also getting a pedicure, so I'm very excited. And then after, I'm going to the beach, so I got my bathing suit and everything on and a cute little dress that my mom got me, and I packed all the stuff for the beach in here. I actually got this bathing suit yesterday. Anyways, it's 10:21 and my appointment's at 10:30 and it's a little bit of a walk, so I'm gonna stop talking, but I just wanted to give you guys a little intro and say good morning. So I'm gonna walk there now and hopefully get some clips for you. I am back in the car. My nails are done. They're so cute. I'm obsessed. They're just my natural nails. I was debating on doing fake nails, but I'm glad I didn't because I want to try to grow out my natural nails and have them look cute on their own. My toes are the same color, super cute. I think I showed you guys in the salon, but I'm running late to pick up my friend, so I can't talk for long, so we gotta go. I just got back from the beach and I just put these little clips in my hair right now for no reason. I did not go to the beach. Wow, we meant to go to the beach. There was like a big event happening because we pulled up and there was a cop, I think, or whatever, talking to people, every car that like would come in. And we were like, oh no, there's definitely an event. It's kind of a festival. It's not a festival. That kind of vibe, music, whatever. We decided not to go because we wanted to have like a chill beach day. We weren't like in a like a mood. So we went to my friend's aunt's house and we just like tanned in their backyard. It was so nice of them because like I had never met them before and they like let me use their backyard, which was so sweet and so kind. So that was really fun. We literally, you gotta love those people that you can just chill with and you don't have to talk the whole time. Like it's not weird, like it's like normal silence. That was the vibe, very fun. And now I just got back home. It's 4:14 p.m. We're gonna leave the house soon, but she's really cute and she got me some ice cream from Chocolat Favori. And I guess when you get it in takeout, they bring it to you in this box. Like, what? This is literally so freaking cute. I had no idea. We like dark chocolate one because it makes, oh my gosh, this is, mother, this is humongous. Guys, it's like 10 times the size of the cone. We got medium, intense, dark, which we love because the vanilla ice cream is really sweet. And I personally feel a little bit sick when like this cover is also sweet. So the fact that it's dark and then the vanilla ice cream is obviously sweet, it's like a perfect mix. I ate like literally most of it. I'm gonna put it back in its little home. It literally looks like so dramatic, but I love it. Hey guys, welcome back. Today I have a special video for you guys and it's a little bit different than what I usually do. Today is going to be very different. We're going to be sitting here the entire time. First of all, I'm going to be getting ready. So I have all my makeup here. I'm all set up, got my mirror and everything. I'm going to give you some tips if you're thinking about going on international exchange or if you know you're going for sure. I feel like I learned a lot of things along the way and I feel like I have advice, some good advice that I feel like it would really help someone, and there are things that I didn't necessarily know before I went, but I'm glad it worked out the way it did. If I can help anyone who is going on exchange, or if you just want to, you know, get ready with me and hear me talk, welcome. I think I have just about maybe like 10-ish tips, and I have them written in my phone so that I can just know what I'm talking about and I just don't start rambling. I'll probably ramble regardless, but you know, this will help minimize it as much as possible. Let me give you a little feeling of my setup right now. I have my coffee. I finally got my nails done, so when I hold things and I show you guys stuff, it actually looks cute and not disgusting. But got my coffee. It's cold, but it's fine. It's been sitting here for a while, but it's okay. And then I've got headbands. I'm trying to think which one I should use. How freaking cute. This makes me feel like a literal princess. I also got these rings from Ardennes, believe it or not. Super cute. I'm the type of person to lose things like this or damage them, so if I buy cheap ones I don't really care, so I really recommend. That's pretty much the setup. I already showed you guys my little mirror. This is from Dollarama, by the way. Very cute. These headbands are actually from Marshall's, I think, so very cute. I actually recorded this video, fun fact, the other day, maybe a week ago, and I did not like how it turned out. The lighting was horrible. Just like the vibe was not cute of the setup. Now that we've made it a cuter vibe, I am re-recording this, and I really hope the lighting is good. It is 6 p.m, so I'm a bit nervous that the lighting is not gonna be the best, but it's okay. Also, I just realized it's July 21st, which means it's Selena Gomez's birthday tomorrow. And if any of you knew me when I was the age of 12 or something like that, I went wild for this woman's birthday. I would throw birthday parties. Anyways, we've calmed down since, but we're still a supporter. As you can tell, I'm gonna do a quick disclaimer. Please take everything I say with a grain of salt. I am not a professional international exchanger, and I've only done it once, and I've only had the experience that I had. Of course, everyone's experience is different, and not everything that worked for me will work for you. This is just what I believe, you know, helped me and allowed me to have a good experience. But again, it could be so different for everyone else. So just because you do these things doesn't guarantee a good experience. But yeah, just wanted to put that out there before we get started. Let's put on face lotion. We're going to moisturize with the Mary Kay Time Wise Antioxidant Moisturizer. To be honest with you, I don't know what antioxidant means, but it sounds healthy and it sounds right. My first tip. Yeah, I went on international exchange because I go to like university. My university has a program where, you know, you get the opportunity to go on international exchange. I obviously signed up for that, and because it's through my school, this means that other students in my program were also applying. There's multiple destinations. The place that I went to was Madrid in Spain, and I actually applied for 3. Fun fact, I applied for France, Spain, and oh my gosh, Italy, my number 1 choice. Wow, how did I forget that? So grateful. Literally, I would have been happy with any of them. Other people applied for Madrid as well and got Madrid. So the school that I went to in Madrid accepted 5 people from my school, which means that there was a total of 5 of us going together. And when we discovered this, it was really nice how my school did it. They basically had like a social gathering for everybody going on exchange so that you could meet the people going to the same destination as you. I showed up to this gathering and got to meet the people that were going to Madrid as well. And I also got to meet people going to other places, which was super cool. But obviously it was very important and very nice to meet the people that I was going to be literally going to school with for 4 months. So we met, hold on, I'm just going to keep rambling without actually doing my makeup. So let me just grab this before I forget. I'm putting on the Rare Beauty Tinted Moisturizer. I forget the shade. It's the Positive Light Tinted Moisturizer. It's the one I bought in my first YouTube video. Kind of exposing myself. Yes, this is the same bottle and it's over a year old, but I don't care. Maybe that's why my skin isn't thriving, but it's fine. Oh, guys, it's leaking. I can't multitask, so give me 1 second. Not drip anything on myself because I will literally cry. I'm sitting on a beige chair, so if I get makeup on it, I'll disintegrate. Met all these people, it was great, and then obviously we like exchanged information, and we were like, okay, we'll like hang out. And we only hung out twice, but it still made a difference. We made sure like we got to know each other and we like planned hangouts. The first time we went to a restaurant, like at a rooftop. Wow guys, I look insane and I put way too much on. We went another time to like, you can play pool and like ping pong, kind of like a game place. You can like get food, whatever. We talked and hung out, and then we played some ping pong, which was super fun. Okay guys, had a little malfunction with my blending. We're okay now. Don't mind if my nose looks a little red. Now we're gonna move on to the bronzing. This is a random bronzer that I got from like a drugstore here. It's the brand Annabelle. I like it. It's a powdered bronzer and it's like matte, but I'm normally used to liquid bronzers, I feel like, or cream bronzers. I'm normally used to using cream bronzers, and I love cream bronzers, honestly. Like, I love the Milk one. I love even the drugstore ones. Like, I've used, I can't remember the brand name, but I love the drugstore ones too. It is really great to get to know the people that you're going to be on exchange with, because you kind of are like each other's, you know, piece of home in this whole new environment of being on exchange. It's like the only people that you have from home, and it provide some sort of comfort, obviously. So I really recommend it. It was honestly great. And then that way, like when you get there, you already have people you know. You're not completely alone out of nowhere. Like obviously branch out, meet people, get to know other people. Don't just stick to the people that you came with, but at the same time it's really nice and reassuring to just know that you have people from home there with you, people that you already know, people that you've already spent time with. I think if obviously the people are good and they're nice, and I was very lucky to have everyone that I was going to Madrid with from my school was so sweet and just fun and good people. So I was very lucky from that aspect, and we all got along, which was really, really great as well. Obviously that's just like that's very lucky, and that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be that way for everyone, but I do think that if everyone is great and if they're good people and if they're kind, why not just like get to know each other and, you know, become friends and enjoy this experience together? Like why separate? Why not create like a community out of it? By the way, normally I like to use a beauty blender or a brush, but I threw my beauty blender out and didn't buy a new one. So I'm stuck using my fingers. My next piece of advice. So, me personally, where I was situated was in Madrid, Spain, if you don't know. Public transportation in Europe is really, really good. So obviously this is just like specific to where you do your exchange. But if you are doing exchange in a place that has really good transportation and you know you're not going to have a car or anything like that, I really, really recommend booking your apartment close to the public transportation. Our apartment was quite literally a 2-minute walk from the metro. Incredible. It was just so convenient every morning. I never felt the need to have a car. Also, I was in more of like a downtown-ish area, so that also makes a difference. I was debating on getting a place because it was cheaper, a little bit out of the, not out of the city, but just out of like, definitely nowhere nearby was there like a metro station. I'm so thankful that I did not make that decision because it just would have been very inconvenient. Convenience is everything. And when the metro is close to you like that, you're just more motivated to go places and you're just more flexible if somebody calls you to come out or whatever, and it's just really nice, and it makes the everyday commute very, very, what's the word? Doable and enjoyable. Like you don't dread it. We're gonna be using, surprise, surprise, the Rare Beauty blush and Happy. We all know the drill. Very light dot. Can't go too heavy with this. Unless you like a lot of blush. I like a medium amount of blush. And this will actually nicely lead me to my next point. Booking your apartment or renting your apartment. Let me start off with an example for this piece of advice. Basically, one of my friends that I went to Madrid with, they got their apartment close to school. And our school was more in the suburban area of Madrid. Because they got their apartment close to school, they were more in the suburbs. And of course, that's super convenient for going to school and commuting to school every day. Wow, guys, like I barely put any on, and look at that. That's wild. I look sunburnt, but I love it so much. From that point of view, that's super convenient to go to school. Most of the people don't live close to school. Again, this is very specific to my situation, so like please take what I say, you know, with a grain of salt. I don't know what other expression to use, but I keep repeating myself. This is very specific to me and my situation, but everyone that went to our school was pretty much closer to downtown. I was very grateful because my roommate was the reason that we got an apartment close to downtown. Everything but school occurs in around the downtown area, right? So why would you make just one thing convenient when you can make like everything convenient, and then school is just a little bit more of a commute? But again, because the transportation is so efficient in Madrid, it's not even that big of a deal, like the commute to school. Moral of the story, my friend that lived close to school ended up moving actually closer to downtown area. They were so happy they made that decision and didn't just stay at where they were originally, because this way they could actually like spend time with people and didn't feel the need to like leave early because their commute was longer, or they didn't dread going home because of the commute, or they didn't dread going out because of the commute. Like it's obviously very limiting, and like people can't really call you last minute and be like, hey, like come out, meet us here, because it's like they had to plan the commute, if that makes sense. And obviously, like, a lot of plans are last minute when you're on exchange and you're just like out and about. It's very much like, hey, come over, like whatever, very chill. Getting a place close to downtown and getting a place that's just close to where everything's happening and where you know people are gonna spend time and where your friends are gonna, where you and your friends are always going. If the transportation is good where you're going to school, like my case was, thankfully. I use this lash curler. It's the Shiseido lash curler. This is one thing where I'm like, this is worth getting, like the real deal. I love this eyelash curler. I've been using it for forever and it actually curls my lashes. I've tried many eyelash curlers, many that don't do anything. And this one is worth it for me, in my opinion. If you guys don't know me, I am kind of like an independent person. Really, I do enjoy my alone time. I do need to recharge my social battery. If you couldn't tell by me fully going to Paris alone. Mascara. I think it's from Shoppers, which is a drugstore here in Canada. I think it's Maybelline. I can't tell because I ripped off the packaging. I'm an independent person, and where I was going with that is that I was super down to just live by myself in Madrid, you know, have my own apartment, whatever, do my thing, and then just like, you know, obviously hang out with people, but like live by myself. I ended up actually living with one of the girls that came from my school and was also going to the same school in Madrid. Kid you not, I am so grateful that I did not live alone and that I had her. It just was such an awesome experience, and to be honest with you, I don't know if I'm ever gonna have that kind of a roommate typical like college experience ever again. I don't think I will. I mean, you never know where life is gonna take you, but I feel like as of right now, I feel like I won't, and I'm just so thankful that I had that experience. If you are debating on living alone, obviously, like, that's a great choice too. I think I would have had a great time if I lived by myself as well, but I think having a roommate really just made my experience also so fun and added so much to it. Again, I was very lucky to find someone that I was super compatible with. Like, she loved cooking, I loved cleaning. We were just very compatible, and we were obviously, again, very lucky to be compatible because, like, we weren't sure. Like, we had hung out twice, I think twice before we moved in together, which is insane, but it worked out super well, and I like couldn't have asked for a better situation. Just because you get a roommate doesn't mean it's going to be a good experience. You obviously are taking a big risk, but I think that if it does go well, it can be such a crucial part to why you have an amazing time. And just, you know, having that buddy to go to school with, having that buddy to do groceries with, having dinner and watching shows together, we're both like in the exact same position of like just being away from home. It was really nice having each other. Oh, this is the same brand as the bronzer, Annabelle. I don't see the shade, unfortunately. This is what it's looking like. Next piece of advice is to be open and just be outgoing. Like, I don't know how else to word it, but I went to an international school, so it was very different because I was entering a school and in an environment where everyone was coming from different places. Nobody was from Madrid. So we were all away from home. We were all without our families, without our friends, without our usual lifestyle. So we were all looking for friends, and we were all down to hang out and to mingle and to make new friends and to just like get to know each other. Like, everybody was interested, right? Because when you're at home, you know, everyone already has their friends, family, lives, routine. They don't really care to make new friends. Like, people aren't as up to it and as willing to get to know you. But because we were all on the same page, it made making plans really easy. It just made it easier to make friends just because we were, again, on the same page. That was one plus about going to an international school. I will say it was really nice from that aspect. And then just getting to like learn about all these different people and like where they come from and everything. It was just honestly really cool. Obviously, a con to that is that you don't meet any locals. Like, I truly made no Spanish friends, unfortunately. And obviously, like, that sucks because I lived in Spain and I didn't really learn any Spanish or meet any Spanish people, really. And obviously, like, I did not expect that. Like, I did not think it was going to be like that at all. And of course, that's like unfortunate. So you don't get to meet locals really easily. That is one downside. But like I said, it is very easy to make friends. Obviously, it just depends on you, and it depends on the situation, and it depends on like the people at the school. But I feel like if you do go to a local school, it could be harder to make friends solely because these people already have grown up together. Most likely they already have their like groups and these people they've known their whole lives, and it's just like harder to mingle and harder to get invited to things and harder to make real friends, because those people are probably not as open to making friends with you because they're comfortable with their friend groups and they're comfortable with the people that they've known all these years, and like they're not really looking to make new friends, you know? And again, like this is very much like a very general statement and a general assumption. It's very much depends on you and your attitude. It depends on the people at that school. It depends on, you know, whatever, on everything. But again, I just think there's pros and cons to both. So that's all I was trying to share, is that like the pros to going to a local school is that you get to like meet the locals of that city and you actually get to immerse yourself in the culture of that city, experience it through people who were born and raised there, which is such a cool experience that is unmatched. You know, you can't go right or wrong. It all depends on the situation. But anyways, I just wanted to share what I learned about that, because that's something that I wasn't really aware of and I wasn't really thinking of before I went. If that helps anybody, if they're like debating between certain schools to pick in a city, I don't know if that information helps you in any way to make a decision. I'm happy to provide some help. But wow guys, I really need to do my brows. Oh my gosh, they are not doing too well. I realized I cannot multitask. Like my makeup's not looking too cute today, and it's because I'm talking so much. Okay, so I have this problem where if I do my eyebrows like too close, like if I'm not far away from the mirror, I tend to make them too dark. So they're just a little bit more filled in than I usually do, but it's totally fine. It doesn't look that bad. I'm just like not used to it. I ran out of my lip liner. I could put on this Rare Beauty lipstick. It's really cute, and I haven't worn it in a while because I ran out of the lip liner. It's in the shade Creative and I really love it. Oh, well, I'm almost done the lipstick, so well, I am done. Like literally there's nothing, but look how cute that color is. It's literally beautiful. Maybe I can just like tap it. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll just like tap it kind of to add some color to my lips. I am not a beauty guru by any means. Like this is not my forte. Not like my best work, but to be honest, I'm not going anywhere. I'm just doing this makeup for like the vibe of the video. I didn't want to just like sit here and talk without doing something else. I'm just gonna go wash my hands and get the makeup off of my nails. No, I got lipstick all over my lip balm. Guys, if there's one thing to not take tips from me, honestly, don't take tips from me in any way, but don't take tips from me regarding beauty things, because it's not where I thrive. It's not where I excel, you know? So I guess we're done with the makeup. Nothing crazy. Now let's continue without any distractions. Yes, so be open, talk to people, be outgoing as much as possible. Like I'm introverted and I'm extroverted. I would say I'm a good combination of both. And I just feel like I got to know people, you know. I put myself out there. I tried my hardest not to be afraid of like rejection, or if like people seemed like they didn't really want to hang out with me. Like I never took that personally. Not that that really happened, but I tried my best to like not let myself take it personally if it were to happen. People are just down to hang out and like be friends. Try your best to not be shy and to not overthink it, because you're not there for a long time and there isn't really time to waste. So, you know, by the time you actually get close to people, like it's gonna take about a month. By the time I was actually close and like really good friends with people, I would say it was a month into my exchange. I know it's easier said than done, and especially if you're more introverted, it can be more difficult to do so, but just don't overthink it. It's a very different energy when you're on exchange versus when you're like in your day-to-day life, and just take advantage of it, because again, everyone's down to make friends. Like everyone wants to have a good time. That's why they're there. Make the mundane things fun. And what I mean by this is, obviously, I feel like when you go on exchange, you're like, okay, this is like gonna be the best time ever. I'm just gonna like hang out and just have fun, and like that's gonna be my exchange. Of course, you're gonna have fun. You're probably gonna travel more than you usually do. You're probably gonna socialize more than you usually do. You know, like it's gonna be like this heightened version of your everyday life, but it's still your everyday life, and it's still 4 months. It's not a vacation. it's a temporary move, and you can't expect, like, you still have responsibilities, you still have places to be, you still have things to do, you still have to wash the dishes, you still have to, you know, clean your bathroom, you still have to do your homework, like all those things. Even though you're on exchange and you feel like you have to make the most of it and all that, don't neglect your responsibilities, make them fun. One thing, for example, that I tried to do for studying, I could have spent a lot of the time studying on my own, because I do usually do that here. Like, I don't normally study with people because I was on exchange and I really just wanted to hang out with my friends and spend time with people and be out and about. I kind of met in the middle, and me and my friends would study together. I know this is not like some new concept, but it's an example I have of making something like studying, something that you have to do, more fun, and kind of tailor it to your exchange by studying with the friends that you make. There were times where we would study at school. Most of the time we did study at school in like the study rooms, but there were other times where we studied at cafes. One time we went to my friend's apartment and we studied there. Having each other and having those like in-between moments where we're like laughing and taking breaks and ordering food and whatever, it's just like, I felt like I was experiencing my exchange and experiencing getting to know new people and having new experiences, but still doing what I need to do and getting things done and not neglecting my responsibilities such as studying. So it was a nice way to kind of like mix the two and not miss out on anything, if that makes any sense. That's why, like I said, having a roommate is really fun, because the mundane things like going to school, like the commute or going grocery shopping, like you can just make it so much more fun. Guys, I'm getting tired, I will be honest. I'm trying to stay energized. And this coffee is disgusting, but I'm hoping that the placebo effect of drinking coffee is gonna make me somehow sporadically come up with energy. It's so cold and bitter. Try to find a balance between enjoying your exchange and getting things done. Because if you focus too much on getting things done and kind of being strict on yourself, you can kind of tend to miss out on the actual exchange part of it all. And then if you focus too much on the exchange part of it all and just focus on having fun and neglect your responsibilities, I don't even have to explain why that's a bad thing, it just is. So finding some middle ground is really, really nice. My studying example is just an example, like you don't have to use that by any means. Obviously this depends on your personality, but I was never home and I took every opportunity to be out and about. I'm a homebody, I love being at home, but I really, really wanted to enjoy my exchange. And I mean, you're only there for 4 months. I really wanted to experience Madrid. I wanted to get to know people. I wanted to go to see new places, and I wanted to hang out with the friends that I made there. So we very much were always out and about. I was pretty much always seeing my friends, at least one of them every day. Obviously it took time to develop those friendships. I was always making plans, and even if it was just to go out to brunch or shopping, and like even if I didn't have plans with people, like I would go out by myself and I would go shopping and I would do something. Just don't be shy to reach out to people. Reach out, ask them if they're down to hang out, ask them if they're down to study together. People will reach out to you. I very much prioritize just like traveling whenever I didn't have school. I went there for a reason. I went there to experience the city and new people. And I obviously took rest days, listen to your body, listen to your mind and what you need. There were days where I stayed home and I did laundry and I just kind of chilled, but honestly they were very, very rare. I was pretty much always out and about, and I couldn't be more grateful that I prioritized my social life and that I prioritized, you know, being a tourist, just making as many plans as possible. Again, it depends on the person that you are, but it just really did make me happy personally. And it doesn't mean you have to be doing anything crazy. Like sometimes I would just go out with my friends and have a coffee and we would just sit and talk for like ever, you know, or we would study or whatever it was. Like it doesn't have to be anything insane, you know, but just being in each other's presence and like getting to know each other and like experiencing the city together. You know, you just got to make it fun for yourself. This is another like side note. Our grocery store was quite literally 2 minutes away, walking distance from our apartment. It was like in front of the metro. That was insanely convenient. Not having a car, walking everywhere, taking the metro, like it is not really convenient to carry your groceries on the metro or to carry your groceries walking like a super far distance. So I very much recommend getting an apartment or whatever near a grocery store. We lived far enough from downtown that the stores were bigger, but still close enough that like we're not in the middle of nowhere. Like we're fully like a 10-minute walk from downtown. Our store was huge. Like it was a 2-floor situation. It had everything you need. It had like toiletries, it had food, it had like everything. Most of the stores, if you like live in downtown, they're like express, and so they're quite small. So it was really, really nice to have like the big store really close by. I will say the walk from the grocery store to our place was uphill. So that wasn't the most convenient, but again, it was like 2 minutes, so you can't complain. That's pretty much it, guys, for this video. I am so sorry if my energy went. I am exhausted out of nowhere. I hope that I was still interesting at the end of this video and my tiredness didn't come through. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, please understand that everything and all the advice that I have is based solely off of my experience and what worked for me. What worked for me, again, will not guarantee that it works for anyone else. Please understand that I am saying this with the best intent, but it doesn't mean that it's, you know, it's gonna make your exchange 100%. Truly, with all my heart, had the best time on my exchange. I love the people that I met there. I love the people that I came with. Literally made the best friends, and I'm just so grateful for the experience. I couldn't be more grateful to God for it, because like so many things just worked out that I'm like, yeah, like this isn't because I did anything specific. Like this is literally because God put things together for me and allowed everything to align. Thanks again for watching, guys.